Hello students, let us start lecture 7. In last lecture I discussed with you about holozoic mode of nutrition in brief, but here we will discuss it in detail. Holozoic mode of nutrition is completed in 5 steps. First step, ingestion. Ingestion means intake of food. Which type of food? Complex food. Means the food which is polymer in nature and which should be broken down into monomers, means simple units. Next step, that is digestion. In this step, that complex food is converted into simple food with the help of enzymes. In third step, absorption, that simple food is diffused in the whole body. In fourth step, that is assimilation, what happen? The simple food which is diffused in the whole body is utilized in the form of energy. In last step, that is digestion, what happen? The food which is not digested in as I told you about digestion in second step, the food which is not digested is released out of the body. Now let us start discussing about same topic with examples. First example which I am taking here is amoeba. As you know, amoeba is a unicellular organism. Due to flexibility of plasma membrane, it does not have fixed shape. But I have shown here. These special type of structure in amoeba are known as pseudopod. Pseudopod is singular word and pseudopods, that is plural word. Instead of pseudopods, we can use word pseudopodia also. With the help of pseudopodia, amoeba moves from one place to another place in search of food. After finding food, what will happen? Amoeba moves near the food. Now we can see here the food is in between two pseudopod. These pseudopod later on engulf that food in this manner. So first step here is ingestion, intake of food. After that plasma membrane get fused and food comes inside the amoeba in the form of food vacuole. What will happen in next step? Next step, as I already discussed, that is digestion. That food is digested. How it is digested? It is digested with the help of hydrolytic enzymes of lysosomes. Lysosomes are cell organelles. These lysosome is fused with food vacuole in this manner. This is lysosome. This is food vacuole. Later on, this is food. Both get fused, and these are hydrolytic enzyme. These hydrolytic enzyme act on the food and convert it into simple food. When that food is converted into simple food, it get diffused into the whole cytoplasm. This is third step, absorption. Now, in fourth step, what will happen? The food which is diffused in the whole cytoplasm is oxidized to release energy. That energy is utilized by amoeba to do daily life activities. That step is actually assimilation. In last step, the food which is not digested is called undigested food. That undigested food move outside in same manner as food comes inside. Suppose food is here now. What will happen? That food is moved out in the same manner. This step is egestion. So here 5 steps are completed. First, ingestion, intake of food. Second, digestion, conversion of complex food into simple food. Third, diffusion of simple food into the cytoplasm, that is absorption. Later on, the simple food is converted into energy. That step is assimilation. And last step I discussed with you, as food comes inside in the same manner, the undigested food moves out. This is egestion. So this is all about holozoic mode of nutrition in amoeba. Let us compare holozoic mode of nutrition in amoeba and paramecium. In case of amoeba, food is taken inside with the help of special structures, that is pseudopod, or plural word, that is pseudopods. But in case of paramecium, numerous thread-like structures are present on its outer surface. These structures are known as cilia. These cilia help to move food at a specific spot. Food is taken from this specific spot. So, in comparison of amoeba and paramecium, what can we write in answer? Pseudopods help in ingestion, but in case of paramecium, cilia help in ingestion, means intake of food. And that is the basic difference between holozoic mode of nutrition in amoeba and paramecium. In our next lecture, lecture number 8, we will discuss about holozoic mode of nutrition in human beings, which is quite descriptive, means quite lengthy in comparison to amoeba and paramecium. Hope so that lecture is, or that concept is clear to you all. Thank you.